Hello, and welcome to the Best Versus movie. Over the years, people have often wondered who would win in a fight between so-and-so and such and such, as you can probably tell already by looking at our channel, among others. But sometimes, they go so far as to make an official movie of this sort of thing.
Usually, they're actually kind of garbage, because making crossover fighting movies is difficult. However, with this series, we're going to try and find the diamond in the rough of fighting movies.
But before we begin this long journey, we need to set up a few rules regarding what we consider a versus movie. The characters must be pre-existing, and from different franchises. The characters in question must have some form of conflict, preferably a fight, but we will let other forms such as chase scenes slide.
And the title's gotta be versus, not X, slash, or meets. Anyways, since not all of these are good, we'll also be ranking them based on entertainment value, satisfying fights, and if there's an actual winner.
Because fights without winners are cop-outs! Oh yeah, and this is a collaborative effort with Ribbit Theater.
Hello everybody, pleasure to be here, and I look forward to looking into some of these masterpieces.
Poor naive Ribbit. Hello everybody, welcome back to the Best Versus movie, and we use the word movie in this instance very loosely, because we're actually watching a 22-minute long video, a 22-minute special, The Grinch Grinches the Cat in the Hat, or as the title would lead you to assume, The Cat in the Hat Gets Grinched!
Oh.
He is getting fucking Grinched tonight, that's what's happening.
It doesn't sound right.
It's up to you what Grinch stands for in this situation.
Speaking of any potential implications, Biffweed found a review of this on Letterboxd that, went into very little detail on this itself, and then started randomly reviewing a porno movie after the very, 3-sentence review.
So, if this is secretly that porno, run for a ride. But Ducko, why don't you start us off with your history of The Cat in the Hat and the Grinch?
We've seen enough bad pornographic material, but anyways, I've known these Dr. Seuss classics since childhood, reading not just their books and specials, but a lot of the other Seuss catalog as well. I've also watched the Jim Carrey Grinch, the Cumberbatch one with these two fellows. Only one is green, but his teeth isn't yellow. Well, his teeth aren't yellow.
His teeth, wait, well, how does the song go?
Who is this mean fellow with the skin all green and his teeth all yellow?
Yeah, they say that, and then we get a clear shot of his teeth being pearly white.
Yeah. That doesn't make much sense. But yeah, I've also seen the Mike Myers Cat in the Hat. Oh boy. And overall, my favorites are the original books and TV specials. I think this holds true for me even when the Dr. Seuss movies are half decent, I guess, but you know.
The Grinch and the Cat in the Hat are pretty good. I don't think the Lorax is good though, and I'm not sure about Horton anymore. I liked it as a kid, but I bet it doesn't hold up.
I think I like Horton more than I probably should.
I remember specific funny moments from Horton.
Yeah. I also remember seeing this one as a kid, but it's been a while, so I will have a mostly fresh memory.
Grinch? Oh, sorry. But,
yeah.
The Grinch is my favorite Christmas movie, barring only Home Alone. I'm not sure but between those two. But right now, I'm feeling Grinch, so I would say that it's my favorite Christmas movie as of today. I love his character. I've seen, the Grinch is just it's such a good story, and I like it. It makes me happy every time I watch it. I watch it every Christmas. I've seen the Jim Carrey and Cumberbatch films, and despite not being critically loved, I actually like both of those films a whole lot, and I think it's mostly because they're different from the original, which is it's always what I want in a remake. I don't want it to be a rehash. The Jim Carrey takes it in his own weird cartoon, it takes it in a very weird Jim Carrey direction, and since I like Jim Carrey, I ended up liking that. And the Cumberbatch film takes it in a much sweeter direction, and the Grinch isn't that. He's more of a Christmas tsundere, as one review I saw said. He doesn't really just hate it that much, but the Grinch is lovable in that, and I like that movie. Yeah, as Ducko said, me, Ducko, and Ribbit all watched the Cumberbatch film together, and that was a nice memory. I like that.
Yeah.
And there we go.
I like a lot of the stuff with the Grinch. The Cat in the Hat, I like him well enough. Although I do like the Grinch a lot more. And I never really grew up with the Cat in the Hat. It was sort of basic to me, and I have seen it now. I've read the book and I've seen the cartoon. And this has got a little controversial opinion, but I personally enjoyed the Mike Myers movie more just because it stood out to me more. It was fucking insane. There's so many weird... There's a fucking musical number where he gets fucking attacked by a bull. He has tits. He goes. He starts bouncing on a ball and inflates by drinking milk.
I mean, I remembered a lot of weird shit.
Mike Myers carries that film and makes it a really enjoyable experience for me, even though I recognize it's not perfect.
I like how you gave absolutely no context. You just said he has tits.
Oh, dear.
I don't know. I liked it as a kid, and now I still like it today.
The main thing...
Not to disrespect the classic, because I know the classic is actually way better. I just find myself enjoying the Mike Myers movie more.
The main thing I remember from the movie is Universal Studios. Like, he just randomly is on the...
Cha-ching.
You mean like at Universal Studios?
Yeah.
Cha-ching. I remember there's a part where he's got a chef version of himself up there, and he's talking about his cupcake Anita.
Okay.
And he chops his fucking tail off.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
Kind of giving away how I feel about that movie. I know the fucking transcript to that movie, basically.
Earlier, before we started recording, Ribbit was able to transcript that entire song, that entire musical number at the beginning.
I know basically, like, I know a majority of the movie script off by heart, I'd say.
Yeah. But I'm not sure what I like more between the Cat in the Hat movie and the Grinch movie, because they're both pretty funny and I like them. I'd probably go for the Grinch, just because I think I watched that more as a kid and I liked it more.
People generally like that one a little bit better, I guess. Yeah.
But anyways, yeah, I like these characters. I like the Grinch more. What about you, Ribbit?
The Grinch and the Cat in the Hat were two of my favorite stories when I was little. Especially the Cat in the Hat.
Especially the Cat in the Hat.
Well, yeah, when I was little, I had a Cat in the Hat book and the Cat in the Hat 2.
The 2?
Yeah, they had a second. Yeah, they made a second book where he had a bunch of little tiny Cat in the Hats in his hat.
Yeah, the Cat in the Hat comes back.
Yeah, the Cat in the Hat comes back, and it's all snowy in that one. The Grinch was a later on thing for me. Like, I found out about him a little bit later, but I'd say nowadays I like the Grinch more, I'd say. And I like the Illumination movie. I see critics say it was very bad, but like I
really liked it.
It's like, okay, so like something to know about me, I really hate Illumination movies most of the time.
I can't see why.
Despicable Me 1 is very good, I'd say, and I'd say The Grinch was also very good. It, like, both of them had heart. Illumination's other projects always feel so heartless to me. They always feel like they're not trying. They're just trying to make basic kid stuff and not actually trying.
One of the best aspects of the Illumination Grinch movie is the art.
Yeah, it looks so beautiful.
Especially that scene where he's on the mountain and it's all snowy and you get that shot of him.
Yeah. As for the live action movies, I love both of them. I think I watched the Cat in the Hat movie more times as a kid than like most other movies, actually.
More than you should have.
Yeah, like I'd say it's probably the movie that I can quote like the script of most. Like, I know the most of the script besides maybe Monsters Inc. It's a second to that movie.
Oh boy.
So what are we expecting with Grinch Grinches the Cat in the Hat?
We're expecting...
I'm expecting something actually kind of good and charming.
I'm expecting pretty good. Nothing amazing, but still top half.
Yeah, I'm expecting it to be very short and, like, it'll go by a lot faster than some of the other movies we've watched, certainly.
I will admit, it has been a bit, maybe a year or so, but I have seen this movie for research on The Grinch. I was researching The Grinch, I watched this, and now I remember a lot of it, so I know a bit about this, so...
I know some parts, like, most specifically, That Grinch! That psychopathic Grinch!
I always, in my mind, cross it over with the Halloween special where the Grinch goes, "It's a wonderful day for eyebrows." He has his eyebrows fly around and try to kill a kid.
Your Grinch sounds exactly like the trickster. Well, it sounds like you're a trickster.
Real, unreal. What's the difference? I don't know if you get caught. Okay. Well, now that we're deteriorating, I think it's just time to end it here. Watch the movie and get back to you guys.
See you soon.
Bye.
Let's watch it. Oh yeah! All right, guys, we're back from watching 22 minutes of Grinch on the Cat action, and I love this movie. I love this short. This is so funny to watch with friends.
Yeah.
This is the perfect thing to watch with friends. It's insane, and I think that is true to Dr. Seuss. I mean, the movies got pretty, the books got pretty weird. But what do you guys want to say?
I thought it was a pretty entertaining, short right there, and it's record breaking. Another record breaker. They showed up right in the first scene.
Both of them. There was a scene where the Grinch. So the movie starts off with the Grinch seemingly good after the first How Did the Grinch Steal Christmas, but then his mirror reflection, like Norman Osborn from the Spider-Man movie, convinces him to be evil again.
Yeah.
and he's like, "Do I need to repeat the Grinch mantra?" Like the Grinches are a race.
Yeah.
All known for being evil.
He hates the Cat in the Hat in this movie because he calls him Mr. Greenface.
The cat was being a racist.
Like it's a slur.
Mr. Greenface.
Yeah.
So
I guess the Grinch is our
easily
race.
side with the Grinch on this one. And
I mean, in all honesty, I think the Grinch, despite it being really funny, I'd say that this had one of the better emotional moments. The scene where Grinch had a fucking breakdown because he misses his mum, I don't know.
Because his mom's actually dead, and
yeah, they actually outright say, she's
looking
down on him.
I gotta say, the part where the Cat in the Hat figures that out, and he's he's in a trippy world figuring that shit out. That was actually kind of cool, and the animation looked really nice, which makes up for a lot of the movie looking kind of not that good.
Yeah. I wouldn't say it's the best emotional moment. I'd say the cherry blossom tree and Conan versus Lupin still.
Yeah, but it's
still my favorite. But
having an emotional moment at all. Is a lot of movies didn't have that kind of emotion. This made me so happy to watch. And hold on, I think, the music was really good.
Very nice music. Very nice music.
Some of the lyrics were stupid, but it's funny.
Yeah.
That whole I gotta say, my favorite scene is definitely the part in the restaurant where the Grinch uses his what was supposed to be a sound altering device suddenly just decides it can warp reality and just do a bunch of weird shit. Ducko, how about you?
So I in my notes I compare the Grinch to two separate Spider-Man movie villains. So basically, the Grinch sends him on, a trip like Mysterio or something like that. And then Cat in the Hat decides, I've had enough of this shit. You know what, I'm gonna gather a mob from this restaurant that I went into.
Yeah! The cat gets a mob of people against the Grinch. We're gonna kill ourselves a Grinch!
We realized that this movie had very many places to compare to the Steven Universe movie. Which is a great old time. I don't want to spoil too much, but
the Cat in the Hat is having a happy old time in the beginning, singing about how he said nothing can spoil this good day. Like the first song in the Steven Universe. Well, not the first song. But that one song of the universe. Yeah. And then they start singing to the Grinch's emotions. And so, and so basically, I imagine the Grinch going, "No, you can't change the way I feel."
Which movie's the best? Steven Universe, The Grinch Grinches the Cat in the Hat, or 8 Crazy Nights? Which one?
They don't. The viewers do not understand the 8 Crazy Nights.
Oh yeah.
Maybe
Okay.
if they've seen 8 Crazy Fights.
Oh, I don't know if I want to plug that on Galaxy Video, but yeah, you got
Aw.
8 Crazy Fights, a series I made on Max Funnies. 8 episodes. You can't even call it a series. It's just 8 videos of me doing shitty impressions
Aww.
and making jokes about Adam Stadler. Okay, satisfying fights.
I mean, the Cat in the Hat, but kept getting
Grinch
fucked
did
with.
try to kill the cat.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, I think there's at least 2 points of attempted murder on the Grinch's list here.
And the Grinch does fuck with the cat a lot.
Yeah.
And the cat fights back in his own way, I guess, by going to his emotional side.
I think that this is a Conan versus Lupin situation where they aren't actually gonna, gonna fight.
They do more what those characters would do.
Yeah.
Another one of those, which I think, for what it's worth, what they do is really, it's fun to look at. I just, that restaurant scene is so cool. I can't stress that enough.
Yeah.
I really like that part when the cat is figuring shit out. Oh, that was cool. But yeah, I would say the fights were fights in quotation mark, but it was satisfying to see it all go down.
Yeah.
Was there a winner?
Yeah. Well, kinda. I
Yeah.
don't know. Would you
Yeah,
call?
the Grinch stopped. I mean, the cat stopped him.
Yeah. Okay. The Grinch was whooping the cat for like throughout
Yeah,
most of the movie.
the cat
so-
was basically getting tortured.
Yeah.
Aw.
I
Which,
liked
I mean-
it whenever the cat. There was at one point when in the restaurant he screamed.
Yeah. The cat. Okay, and of course he calls him a psychopath, which that is just the best
He goes,
part.
"That Grinch, that psychopathic Grinch." A lot of the songs were kind of nice. Well, I already said that, but I still
Yeah.
I liked it. And yeah, the winner was basically the cat. Was it a good movie, or short in this case?
I'm not. Okay, so at the beginning, I was like, I'm not actually sure if this is objectively good. Like, it's. But by the end, it had enough emotion. It had enough well animated segments for me to say it was a good.
It had enough
Sure.
Dr. Seuss creativity to where I would say it is.
I
good.
wouldn't say it's as good as either the original Grinch
Yeah.
or the original Cat in the Hat story. It's nothing groundbreaking, but if you like both characters, I'd say it's worth a watch.
Yeah.
It's on YouTube. It's only 20 minutes.
It's funny in
It's
both.
fun. Watch it with a group of friends if you really want to laugh. But watching it on your own would probably be good too.
Yeah.
And it's not that long, so yeah.
Yeah, it's not that long. It's just a quick watch, and that's refreshing because we've been watching a lot of actual movies that are like hours.
Yeah.
This is just 22 minutes, and it was fun. A really fun 22 minutes. Now here comes the tricky part.
Okay,
Where does
where is
this
it gonna
rank?
be? Where is this ending up?
I don't fucking know.
It's even the list anymore.
Okay, I think its main competitor was going to be Conan vs. Lupin, the TV special.
I can't put it above Conan versus Lupin.
I think they're similar in that they are basically they basically act like they're characters instead of actually fighting. I think Conan vs. Lupin is probably just too much objectively better.
Yeah,
and while,
this movie had more conflict. I'll give it that, but
I can't say the cherry blossom scene is less emotional than
the emotional
the scene where the Grinch cries.
The emotional scenes in Conan vs. Lupin were better. The animation was
but
better.
That is
in
not a
Conan
knock
vs. Lupin.
against the Grinch Grinches Cat in the Hat. It's
No.
still really good, surprisingly good. It
be-
surprised me.
Being inferior to Conan vs. Lupin, which might actually be my favorite movie, if I'm speaking as movies go.
Yeah.
On this list, we're not insulting it. It's
And
better
I
than
would
Ring
say
versus
it's
Grudge,
better than Ring vs. Grudge on the entertainment value alone, and that their fights were just actually they weren't fights, but they were more of actual conflict with the characters, and the characters were in it for more both of them instead of just the Ring mostly. It was Cat and the Grinch. They did the characters justice, which Ring vs. Grudge also did the characters really really good justice, but I think since there's more Grinch and Cat, I would say that it ranks above Ring vs. Grudge, as making it the 5th best versus movie of
do you
all
agree,
time.
Ducko?
Wait,
Yeah.
5th?
Okay. Yeah, do you agree?
5th.
I agree.
Is that accurate? Is 5th the right placing? Yeah.
Yeah, that's
probably right.
Yeah.
right
I don't
beneath
know.
Conan
Yeah.
vs. Lupin. The other
Yeah,
one.
choosing between this and Ring vs. Grudge for me is just kind of a toss-up. I think both are
Yeah. Both for good in their own rights. I just had more fun during this.
Yeah.
But alright, so that's our relatively shorter episode, I'm assuming, of Best versus Movie. Unless we really did go on that long, I'm previewing. Next, our final episode of the Best versus Movie. Well, final. There's going to be one more episode after it where we talk about other stuff, but our next movie, our last movie to watch, it's, well, we were saving it the last for a reason. We didn't want to watch it. It's, Batman v Superman, everybody!
Disgusting.
I'm sorry.
If there is even a 1% chance he is our enemy, we have to take as a 100% certainty.
We couldn't not watch it.
What if the Grinch said that in this movie? Or the Cat in the Hat?
If there's even a 1% chance the cat is our enemy.
Here it is, guys. The movie that I went into this series fearing because it is one of my least favorite films.
Well, let's just go on. Let's go on to it. So, thanks for watching this episode of Best Versus Movie, guys.
See you soon.